M0FXB RT950, the non-pro model. There is new firmware. We've got the instructions here with the down, which is just here. And if you look here, and I will be testing the pro model hopefully tomorrow, but the non-pro, see it there? You've got the CPS 1.16, which is here. And it works fine. Connect your cable. Now, it is the cable connection does have to push quite tight. I'm finding it's the same cable as the Alliance HD1. It's got a screw-on type, and it's these three small pins there. Just make sure they press tight. And then to test, if you connect your cable and then go right-click Device Manager, and just get your COM number, ports, double-click, and then I'm COM 3. So up the top here where it says settings, serial port, just click COM 3 in the drop down and then click OK, and then read from your radio just to make sure it's reading and writing, because if it's not reading and writing, then you're not going to be able to do the firmware. There it goes. A couple of tries and it went. Okay, so it's read, so we know it's reading. So now we'll go over to download the firmware. You just click here, the latest one, and it's September the 14th. It ends 250911, so we click that. You'll see that that goes up to my downloads, which is just up here showing now. Click it and then put it somewhere and extract it to a folder, which is what I've done. I called it 950, and we've got instructions. I'm not actually seeing, we've got the update programmer and the firmware. I'm not actually seeing what they've done, but I'm sure it's there somewhere. So, but anyway, let's just add it. To go into firmware mode on the actual radio, I'll get some light on this. If you turn it round, you'll see that there's the two big buttons, and then you've also got two small ones, and that's the ones you press. So turn it off, press the two small buttons and turn on, and it actually says update. So once you're there and cable connected to your PC, double click, obviously read the instructions, but double click the updater, EN update, it says here. We've got the Europe model, then go more, run, and you get this window here. Now they are saying, they are giving advice that if this doesn't work, if for whatever reason it fails, just take the battery out and start again. So we're going to go at the top here, we've got 3 dots. So click that, and then we're going to select where we put that bin file, which I put it on my desktop under, let me think now, 950, what did I call it? I called it 950 norm. So we'll look for that, 950 norm, I will find it. There. And in here we've got the firmware file. So the firmware's there. Then we select the COM, which was 3. And then according to the instructions, we actually click flashing mode. And there it goes. Now what they're saying, if it doesn't work, we just bring up the instructions, which are here. You see it's going in though, 80%. And this is the latest one. It should reboot with a bit of luck. They are reboot, and it's come on, Superman logo. So we've got the latest firmware, but it does say, if we scroll down, that's what we've just done. It's saying if it fails, if update fail, unable to turn on radio, you need to remove the battery and put it back on. Turn off the power while holding down side keys again, same two, the bottom two. Click the upgrade mode button and wait for completion. So that's what it says if it goes wrong. But anyway, if we go to, let's just go menu, and we'll go to settings. Look for version. No, it's not there actually. It's in about. There it is. I'm pressing the OK, and it says 025. We have version 025. Okay, so there's no obvious change when you look. You know, it looks the same. So what I'm going to do is have a little play, and remember that the non-pro does not do transmit on CB. That one's going to be the Pro model. It still has GPS, still Bluetooth programmable. So it's still a device that does nearly everything that the other one does. Let's go to VFO. We've got airband, and you've got A, B, and C. Go 4 to go into VFO mode, pressing the dedicated button just here. 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 0. That's my node. And let's go into radio mode. If you press the 0 and hold, look, you get the nice color scope, but you need activity for it to have something there. Let's press and hold. Hash is lock. Short press is DTMF. Oh, let's go menu. We can set a button. If you go OK, go to key definition. There is a user key. OK. Now PF2. Well, that's airband, sounding really good actually. PF2 is where you would set your beacon TX, by the way, when you're doing APRS. But if we set long press on 0 to radio, you got spectrum there, then back out, we should be able to activate the radio part when someone's not speaking. There are, and it's within this that you can select AM, look, modulation. It's still AM and FM. I'm finding that if I try and put in the CB frequencies, VFO 027, it'll go in, and let's see if we can do AM and FM. Select. Actually, no, we're now using, when you're in this mode, we're in FM at the moment. If we try and play PTT on the B band, let's go to B. Look, B. Press the bold. It's not that. Maybe just put it on the A band. 027. Look, it won't let you PTT because you have to get the Pro model for that. Anyway, I thought I'd show you a load of the firmware. Bye for now. Having fun, and the Pro model is going to be completely tested. The key one that I know people want. I'm so surprised that so many people ask about the CB and the transmitting on the CB AM FM on these models, because really the radio is mainly ham bands, I would say, ham and then airband and all that. But it's one of the most common questions I get asked is, what are the harmonics like on CBs? I'm really curious to know if these people are just asking because they want the harmonics to be bad, and then they can slate the radio. I just wonder why I get that question asked so often. If most of the people that I've interacted with that have bought this radio are ham radio operators, and they don't even really use the CB side. Bye for now.